Hello and welcome to EcoFin. Today we dive into a significant diplomatic move made by former President Donald Trump, where he signed an executive order freezing U.S. aid to South Africa over a controversial land law and other geopolitical tensions. But what's behind this decision and what are its implications for both nations? Stay with us as we break it down. On Friday, former U.S. President Donald Trump took a bold step by signing an executive order aimed at freezing American foreign aid to South Africa. This decision stems from a highly debated law in South Africa, which allows the government to seize farmland from ethnic minorities, particularly white farmers, without compensation. But what is the land expropriation law and why has it sparked such controversy? In 2018, South African President Cyril Ramaphosa proposed this law as part of a broader land reform effort. The goal? To address the historical injustices caused by apartheid, where black South Africans were forcefully removed from their land, leaving a significant racial imbalance in land ownership. However, the new law, which passed in January, now permits the government to expropriate land without compensation, particularly in the context of land that was originally owned by white farmers. While many in South Africa support this reform as a step toward rectifying historical wrongs, critics, including President Trump, argue that it targets a specific ethnic group, namely white farmers, and could violate property rights. Trump, in his executive order, described the law as unjust and immoral, claiming that it represents a disregard for human rights, especially concerning white South Africans. Trump's executive order explicitly states that as long as South Africa continues with this controversial law, the U.S. will freeze foreign assistance. The order directs American agencies to cease any support unless deemed absolutely necessary. The U.S. had already planned to send approximately $440 million in assistance to South Africa for 2023, which would have included funding for health, education, and economic development programs. Further, the order includes provisions to assist Afrikaners, a minority ethnic group of Dutch descent in South Africa, who are fleeing the country due to what Trump described as discriminatory policies. This resettlement assistance would be offered through U.S. refugee programs. It's important to note that this move targets a group that many perceive as part of the country's economically privileged class, despite their historical ties to colonialism. Unsurprisingly, the South African government has strongly rejected Trump's order. The country's foreign ministry responded by calling the executive action a great concern, claiming that it misrepresented the facts. South Africa's government highlighted that the law was part of a broader effort to undo the historical legacies of apartheid and colonialism, and that the land reform process was intended to be equitable. The foreign ministry further criticized the order for focusing on a specific ethnic group, pointing out that the country's black population remains economically disadvantaged, while white farmers hold a disproportionate amount of land. South Africa's government even questioned the irony of Trump offering refuge to Afrikaners while denying asylum to vulnerable people from other parts of the world who are facing real hardship. But there's more to this story. Trump's executive order also addresses South Africa's stance on global geopolitics, particularly its criticism of Israel. The country has accused Israel of committing genocide in Gaza, and it has taken a firm position against the Israeli military campaign. South Africa even brought the matter to the International Court of Justice, pushing for action against Israel. Additionally, South Africa's diplomatic ties with Iran have raised concerns in Washington. While Trump didn't provide specific details, his order alluded to South Africa's aggressive stance against the U.S. and its allies, further fueling the strain between the two nations. In response to Trump's executive order, President Ramaphosa reiterated that South Africa would not be bullied and that the country would continue to pursue its land reform agenda. During his State of the Nation address, he made it clear that South Africa would not be deterred by international pressure, emphasizing the nation's resilience. Ramaphosa also reached out to Elon Musk, who, despite being born in South Africa, is an outspoken supporter of Trump, to discuss issues of misinformation surrounding the country. This marks a key moment in South Africa's efforts to clarify its position on land reform and challenge any false narratives. Trump's executive order has certainly raised eyebrows, both in the U.S. and in South Africa. It's a reflection of the ongoing tensions over land reform, race relations, and international diplomacy. As the situation unfolds, it remains to be seen how both countries will navigate this complex issue and what the future holds for their relationship. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more updates on global news and analysis. Let us know your thoughts on this issue in the comments below. Until next time, stay informed.